Okay, good morning, and here we are once again on the road. We're heading out of Abancay on a day that's going to take us all the way over to Ollantaytambo, over the mountains again. But at the moment we're just negotiating our way out of the town. You drive here, you wouldn't complain about the road conditions back home, that's for sure. Absolutely disgraceful. But once again, it's a beautiful morning. Nice and early start, 8 o'clock. And it's all of 19.5 degrees. There's Aaron and Mira at the petrol station. We usually fill up at the night before, but clearly didn't do. Oh, look at this road surface. It's like bloody craters of the moon. In case you're wondering, these road surfaces are the reason why the bike is in off-road mode. Again, just to stop Triumph's traction control from kicking in. Which it would be doing over these rough surfaces. You can see that we're already climbing, but Abancay is surrounded by these high mountains. You could see it yesterday in the valley. It's built on the hillside. So now we're going to climb our way out. And up there, where the scenery will get a whole lot more interesting. Okay, so 18 miles outside of Abancay. And we are well and truly high up again. As you can see, I'm just going to slow down a little bit, let you get a view of this incredible landscape that I'm riding through. Way down in the valley down there is Abancay. But we're twisting and turning our way, climbing ever higher. On this just wonderful ribbon of tarmac. This endless sequence of bends and hairpins. Despite being very high up, we're still within the trees, which is just lovely. The sun's out. It's only 12 degrees, so I've had to put my windproof layer on. Because as we get higher and higher, it gets colder and colder. But it's still beautiful. Okay, so take a look at this. I've just rounded the corner, half the group has stood taking photographs. Just look at that for a view. That gives you an indication of just how high up we are. As you've got these phenomenal snow-capped mountains. It's almost alpine-like in appearance, except we're probably considerably higher than you would be in the Alps. that. Would you just look at that? Not a bad office to work from, eh? Quite spectacular. Okay, welcome back to Peru, where we've dropped down in altitude down to about 8,000 feet now. So we come all the way from those high mountains up there. But the reason I'm putting the camera on is because the landscape once again has changed quite a bit. It's got very much more green. A lot of cultivation, a lot of agriculture going on, as you can see in the fields to my left. So this green valley that we're now dropping down into. You'll be able to see it all the way around this next corner, I think. It's just beautiful. A lot of agriculture going on. A lot of stuff growing. There's RBD again. Stopping to take photographs. The problem with scenery this beautiful is you never get anywhere because you keep stopping to take photographs. Or at least the customers do, and I can't blame them because I would have done. In fact, I did do when I did this as a customer back in 2009. Nowadays, I just try and commit it all to memory and use snippets of video to just remind me of just what glorious sceneries I've been fortunate enough to witness. Okay, here we are, still on our way to Ollantaytambo. I just thought you might appreciate another glimpse of this absolutely glorious scenery. Roads like this, just built for motorcycles. The temperature's warmed up, 28.5 degrees. I've had to remove my windproof layer, which is always nice. Getting the air through the mesh jacket makes it very pleasant indeed. This is what they mean by falling rocks. As you can see, the Peruvian countryside is genuinely stunningly beautiful. Okay, a little bit more later. Welcome back to Peru and on our ride to Ollantaytambo. We've now dropped all the way down into the bottom of the valley and now we're following the course of the river as it goes, or as it flows downstream we're going upstream. The river's to my right. And again, landscape changed completely different. As is the temperature, it's now 31.5 degrees. So it's certainly warmed up quite a bit. Just had a lovely stop at a roadside stall for a couple of mandarins and to watch Mira feeding a stray dog with the meat she stole from breakfast. She's got a bit of a soft spot for stray dogs, I think. That isn't this just beautiful? Okay, welcome back to Peru. We are now descending into the Sacred Valley. So the mountains on my left form one side of the valley, and we're going to drop down into it. Sacred Valley of the Incas. You can notice there's signs of ancient terracing on the hillsides. That's Inca farming for you. You can also tell we're getting nearer to places like Urubambu and Ollantaytambo and whatever, the tourist trail, because of the number of these tourist buses and things that are knocking about. Things are getting a little busier than they have been. I'll show you a little more later. Okay, so a little bit further down the valley now, and you can see off to my left, I think that's Riobamba, the town, where you can get a bit of a more of a view of the valley to my left. So that's Riobamba at the bottom there. And this is the valley that is known as Sacred Valley, runs from Ollantaytambo up ahead to Cusco, which is behind me. And that's the road we'll be riding in a couple of days' time. But for now, we're on our way down into the valley. Battle in the wind.